Welcome to The Greek and the Geek. Today we have an epic treat. The three greatest members of Homer's Odyssey. Let's all give a warm, Ithaca-filled welcome for the guy's son who the concept of the Odyssey is named after, Telemachus. So, T-Mach, growing up without a dad must have been a tough task. All those suitors swaggering around, leeching off your father's wealth probably wasn't fun. How did you feel about them and your inspiring speech?
Well, my speech against the suitors was definitely well justified. The suitors were horrible guests, and also were worming their way towards ruling Ithaca. The suitors had to be driven out, and of course, the only one to do it would be Penelope's husband, my father. Thanks to Athena, disguised as Mentor, I knew Odysseus was still alive, and he had to be brought home. Only he had the aurora of power to ultimately draw the suitors out of Ithaca.
Well, that's all the time we have for you, Telemachus. Next up, we have the great Earthshaker himself, Poseidon.
Well, thanks for having me. Getting my face on TV is a great way to kill an afternoon.
Kill it. Just like what you wanted to do to Odysseus?
Well, wait, no, not necessarily kill Odysseus. I just wanted to make him pay for what he did. You see, it all started when Odysseus was trying to get home to Ithaca from fighting in the Trojan War. Yeah, he stopped off at my son's island, just barged right into Polyphemus' cave. He was a terrible guest. He even killed some of my son's sheep. Then, he lied about his name. I mean, who does it? Who lies about their name? That's just wrong. He gets my son all drunked up, and then, when my son's resting, he stabs him in the eye. Come on. Once I got news of all of this, man, you should have been there. Yeah, after I heard about this, bad things started happening to Odysseus. He started sending storms, winds, all that stuff his way. Started sinking his boats. He didn't like that. And eventually, I trapped him on that Calypso girl's island. Odyssey or something like that, yeah. Then, well, I went on vacation, right? But after I got back from vacay, I figured out the gods had released him from his prison. I don't know. They went behind my back and released him. He was floating on a raft, almost made it to Ithaca.
So, did you stop him?
Of course. You know me, great Earthshaker. I sent a huge storm his way and sunk his little raft that he made. Started tossing him around and stuff, but that stinking sea goddess over there gave him a little veil and he made it to the land of the Phoenicians.
Oh, then how did he end up getting home?
Well, it took a lot of help from Athena, let me just tell you that.
So with those Phoenician guys, eh?
Yeah, don't know why I gave them the gift of shipbuilding.
Then I think it was well justified that you turned their ships to stone.
What?
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time. Next up is the guest who outlived the rest. After 20 years away from his family, he has returned just to be on The Greek and the Geek.
Well, it's great to be on here.
Nice to see you, Odysseus. So, Odysseus, what were the mistakes that you made during your journey?
Well, I would say that my crew and I definitely made some crucial mistakes, and that my raging ego delayed us heavily. As you probably know, after defeating Polyphemus, I revealed my identity to him, so everyone could know that it was I who bested the great Polyphemus. That may be an enemy of Poseidon, who as a result of my decision prevented me from returning home. Also, some of my events were not caused by me, but by my crew, such as killing the cattle of Helios and eating the lotus flowers.
Could you tell me about some of the crucial decisions you had to make?
Why, certainly. Some of my dilemmas were really lose-lose situations, such as either going through Scylla and having my 6 best men die, or I could have gone through Charybdis and risking losing no one or everyone. Also, going unavoidable decision, and I believe my choice of hearing the sirens was well justified. Fortunately, I had time to make the decisions because of Circe and Athena's help.
Any final words, Odysseus?
Well, yes, actually. You know, my last point was going to be about the, my eye!
Tune in next time to the